Still moving that pack, I still ride with the stack, I still ride with the strap. It ain't no line in that. I said burn, nigga burn. I paid the price, so it's funny when your heart burns. It turn to ice, I don't know about you, but the game getting funny. If you hate a little nigga, you better go and get some money, man. I won't deny it, I'm a straight rider. You don't wanna fuck with me. Police try to fly cases. I feel like with me, when when we were talking off camera, like I said, it was always a rap culture. It was always like before I started rapping, you know what I'm saying? I done got told stories when they said like my pops and my family and them was doing shit like this shit been going on. My mom and them and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my great grandmother, God rest her soul, she's the first female DJ in Pennsylvania. So you know what I'm saying? I got family, you know what I'm saying, tied to Motown in Detroit, you know what I'm saying? So like this shit, this music shit, this shit way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like people that been here, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit go back to the Temptations, you know what I'm saying? Everybody used to fly through this bitch, so I don't know, man. It's just something about him.
Everybody used to come through Farrell.
Everybody know about Farrell. You know about Farrell through some music, athletics, on the streets, man. That's just what it is, right? You feel me? Like if they try, I feel like at the end of the day with my music, like I feel like I'm not Tupac, I'm not trying to be Tupac. I ain't trying to fucking shot like Tupac. Fuck the cat. You feel me? I don't know niggas, man. Listen, dog. I said I got one line. I got one line on my album where I was like, niggas getting shot trying to make the news. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. I'm straight trying to get some views. I'm straight. Nigga, I'm trying to live, nigga. I'm trying to take care of my fucking family and shit. I'm straight, nigga. So you know what I'm saying? But like as far as the perspective and the mind state, man, I understand fully where he was at. Like I speak from a whole worldly perspective, you know what I'm saying? If I speak on a situation, it might not be specifically my situation, you know what I'm saying? But it might be somebody who's next to me or somebody who even like okayed the story, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody got a story to be told, you know what I'm saying? And even with music, like I don't favor everybody's music. I'm not even talking just locally. I'm just saying generally. Like,
that's how it
that's just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't expect everybody to favor my music.
I was glad with some like artists around here that you fuck with. Who you say hot right now?
All right. Well, as far as like politics and rap politics, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with anybody who's trying to do something because, like, as an artist and my own artist, if I tap in, that means you doing something. So if I see your shit and you pop in, then I'm tapping in, then just know I'm watching and listening. So when I see you, everybody that know me, I see your people in person and tell them, I don't do that internet shit and you know what I'm saying? That's what people and even the town, I say the town, fuck people when I'm talking about here, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where people be fucking me up with the music politics shit here, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, what's the difference between this artist, that artist, you know what I'm saying? I seen somebody post something the other day on Facebook. It's nothing but, you know what I'm saying, favoritism here. Hold on 1 second. You gonna get this, we live in the interview. Hey yo, what's good? I'm still in the interview. You live on the camera too. Yo, you live on the camera, what's poppin', nigga? Yo.
Bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, you live, I'm on the interview, you live on the call. What up though?
I'm gonna text you this.
Alright.
You busy?
Yeah, I'm doing the interview right now.
Yeah, right, I'm sorry, yeah. I'm gonna text you.
Alright. Shout out my dog, B, man. Shout out my dog, B. Everything. Yo, man. Alright, gonna show his ass this. Yo, that's the blooper, man. Yeah, man. Make that the blooper, man. You know what I'm saying?
We stay having some bloopers. We need to come up with that too.
Yeah, I know y'all bloopers is crazy.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as like local artists, like I said, if I see you, like, cause it's politics, you know what I'm saying? Like if I see you, then if you moving around, then you know you popping. And in my eyes, if you dropping music, if you on your move, then you popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Beachwood Boys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kilo, I heard he back on the road again, so he got basketball going on, you know what I'm saying? Big business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out,
Shout
you know what I'm
out to
saying?
Big Vibe,
Right, yeah,
right.
shout out to
Big
Violets, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Moolah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wells, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, Juicy Phelps, you feel me?
It's a
Shout out
lot.
to
It's a
all
lot.
gangs.
It's a lot.
niggas,
It's a
you
lot.
feel me?
Everything.
Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? You got Top Notch and them still moving around, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad niggas moving around, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many motherfuckers that's doing this shit. It's just like, man, if you doing it, then keep
That's the
keep
thing we
fucking
gotta be
pushing,
saying,
you feel
bro.
me? Cause like
It's so
people,
many
I feel like when people ask me, do I be hearing this shit? Like certain people, you know what I'm saying? They'll ask me, did I hear that shit? And I'll be like, nah. I don't be wanting them to take it personal. It's like I'm wrapped up in my own shit. If I see your shit, like if your shit is popping, then hell yeah, you know I seen that shit. We ain't got a cap about it. You feel me? But it's
Tell
just
you I
like,
seen that shit.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? With me, it's a different perspective. You feel me? I ain't gotta sit here and lie about it. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing with me, it's like I know people listen, I know people tap into the music, but it's like I feel like 20 years later, you know what I'm saying? Maybe people have this certain perspective of me where it's like, oh, well, you should have been doing this, you should have been there. I had deals on the table before, you know what I'm saying? I done moved around, I done met people. This shit don't, you know what I'm saying? This shit is timing, you know what I'm saying? I'm still young, I'm 28, like I'm good, you know what I'm saying? This shit is timing, you feel me? Like this shit been practiced, you know what I'm saying? And you go, hey, y'all practice, yeah. What
was your best achievement? What was your like your how can I explain it? Like your worst, your hardest obstacle to go through?
My hardest obstacle, I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like at this point in my life, this is an interview and I know people been wanting it, and I guess like I feel like I've transitioned into an artist, so you know I give my heart and soul, you know what I'm saying? I build my heart and soul, so I don't got time to get on this camera and be capping and acting like I'm something that I'm not, or whatever. So you know, like at this point, my biggest obstacle was, you know, figuring out how I was gonna move on in life without my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
you know, like that situation. You know, my mother watched, and my mother passed away knowing that I was fighting, you know what I'm saying, fighting a drug case. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so.
R.I.P. to your mom.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. my baby. I miss you every day. You know, I got it. It's a different type of pain, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I feel like ever since, you know, it's about to be coming up on 2 years after dealing with my case, fighting my case, doing my little short bid, getting back to my music, you know, I ran into myself, you know, in the cell, and, you know, just talk to myself like, all right, you know, like, you got a second chance, you know what I'm saying? My situation could have been, you know, way worse, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just basically even coming off of that, you know what I'm saying? Fought my shit for a year, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with that, came back home, getting myself back in motion, you know what I'm saying? Getting back to the music, came home and dropped the album, you know what I'm saying? And then followed up in the summer. So, you know, I felt like I stayed on it, but, you know, that was kind of my biggest obstacle. And then, you know, right now, you know, dealing with an obstacle, you know, my son, you know what I'm saying? You know, dealing with that, my son 4 months, you know, so you know how that goes. But, you know, everything will be all right, you know what I'm saying? I wake up and just be like, it's life, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Everything is always gonna play itself out, you know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest obstacle, is trying to figure out how to be a, you know, a better dad and, you know, handle my business more different, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, coming from like a dad that's like, I got experience, you know, and everything, like, it come naturally, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
If you feel like, you know, you raised right and everything, you know how.
And that part I'm already grasping, so that's how I know like everything is gonna play out the way it's supposed to. But as far as, you know, the extra shit, that's where, you know, I gotta wipe my hands, and it's no disrespect or anything. It's like, if I could get up on here and do an interview and even bear this, you feel me? That's how I know I'm moving on as an artist.
Growing,
person, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, all I want to do is make sure that I'm there for my son, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, you know what I'm saying? The business of me and his mother, you know what I'm saying? But it's gotten to a point with that situation where, you know, it's the town, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, because of the fucking social media, you know what I'm saying? So that's the part where I get lost at, you know what I'm saying? Your shit be ill, but it made me grow, you know what I'm saying? But it made me grow because, you know what I'm saying? It's still a village. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's still always going to be love, you know what I'm saying? Off the strip, but it's like, when everything play out, it's gonna play out in any situation now. Like, so I feel like them is my biggest obstacles now. Achievement, whoo. You don't get trophies in this shit, you know what I'm saying? So you don't get trophies in this shit. So my biggest accomplishment is still knowing that I'm here. 20 years later, I'm
That's
still,
answer.
I'm still
Yeah,
here. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
My accomplishments is past money and materialistic things, because you know I feel like I'm transitioning to the industry now. This interview, I
Right.
feel like this is about to be even a different level for me, you,
Right.
y'all.
Shit,
You know what I'm
too.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So we're about to transition right now. You understand? So. Right.
That's not my fault.
Caught itself. We ain't slipping over here. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest achievement is knowing I'm still here. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
knowing I still got
Right.
people that that still support me.
Right.
People that's in the background that just know that know the real. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like I said, off camera, I feel like going through the situation, the town watching, my transition. You know what I'm saying? Going through situations with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Long live Swaggy, you know what I'm saying?
Long live Cousin.
You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. bro, you know what I'm saying? It put a bad perspective on me, you know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like for the people who didn't know, you know what I'm saying? They didn't understand like that wasn't just we didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? Words and the power of words gave niggas control, you understand? Like now niggas want to really go deep, yeah, my nigga, this shit is control, this shit is power, my brother, you know what I'm saying? So like,
word is crazy.
How hard was it how hard was it to transition from that? To move on from all that?
I'm still transitioning, man. It's not a day that I don't go by that I don't think about my mother. I don't think about my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? Like, my Swaggy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the hardest point because I lost Swaggy, you know what I'm saying? Swaggy passed away, my mother passed away, and my grandmother passed away, you know what I'm saying? Then I went to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it was just like boom, 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 boom. And it was just like at that point.
Straight punches.
Right.
What?
Oh.
But it's crazy how God take you through all that, though, and it bring you to a light, you know what I mean? Trials and tribulations.
So you know we got a plan for it.
Exactly.
He beat the shit out of me.
Like, that's crazy. Follow us on the IG, Bug TV 100.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how we living, man.
Give me your IG and everything.
And no good, no love, man. You can find me, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you go get that Bud TV interview.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
my cousin B.
Yes,
Sir.
For a 20 on IG.
Stay smoking, stay high, stay woke.
Stay woke, yes, sir. Yes, sir.